And it was about attacks on New York City, on all locations. There are recorded time. So there are people who would say, "Oh, we're against that," like the reporters. But really, where it counts, they are involved with their retired and standing interbranch sources, identities of jobs like prosecutors and judges, police forms, roles with a whole bunch of other nations that kept and keep them effectively uses of fact treatment nature organized crime acts, roles with uses of databases at each campus of each age, each nature, you simultaneously all private ones, simultaneously all interbranch ones, having been kept and focused, kept onto each identity ground location further and further. You need to hide lies, finite lies, see active lies, progressive lies, identity thefts, frauds worse than organized crime, sequence shifts, sequence shifts in their refusal to follow mandated law. Now, for example, we have attacks on Jewish people, distinctly and non-distinctly though, from the attacks on other religious locations, like the one in North Carolina or South Carolina. It was North Carolina. I don't know. The point is the reactions to that is where how their identities have been and are being used to prevent mandated law. So they have then when they're reporting on it, CNN already has sources in collusion with killers already, as judges, as prosecutors, as all associated with them private lawyers. They're kept uses of knave convictions and uses of way worse, where they originally and still are just making up things into databases against citizens, forging names and switching names, lying about what, attaching everyone to fake words still. There's a reason they can't stand having, we still don't have cameras in courts. When with reports, they're ill. Now they have Jewish community centers, and they have programs where people that alternatives to prison, that, like, for example, where they have statutes overtly criminally foreign influenced, everyone blaming it and blaming it on other things other than themselves. So they have, oh, we know it's sick, so we have these alternatives to what the statutes say should be the punishment, for example. This is where and how they're also making the charges, the branches of government individually grouped and together, their roles with the worst crimes with the areas. As the actual crimes, acts and roles in actually recorded natures, also bringing in innocent people consciously, because they have to hide this from presidents. They have to hide this from that position's identity of volume. They have to keep it in collusion with states and areas with theater positive. They have to pretend that they're just about theater with the other. Oh no, we're just about our job. They don't follow mandated law though. We have no honest truth tellers. Those comedies are not true. You ask them to follow mandated law, crickets, where it counts. Use correlation nature by the predicate acts of the judges, by their methods, their uses of their family members. That's what's actually recorded. Their uses of AT&T with this Delafair family, with this Walters family, all with that role with the line next to schools connected. and all along Church Street, where it touches Main Street, all the way from there, all the way to Central Connecticut State University. All along there, people involved with predicate acts on off Central Connecticut State University, with this city, intercities involved with ones through time, connected. Also intercampuses. Uses of that are actually recorded. Now, there's an officer who uses the name Darth Vader, involved with how they switch the campuses, police, half on the campus, half off the campus, and the exceptions, because they're getting over on exception nature and on exceptions. They're having our stewards do this, so they can perpetually use them remote as they have originally used them remote. On off Trinity College. These are people involved with an organized crime method that 1822 there was still slavery entrenched in Hartford, Connecticut, involved with medical racketeering, with that psychology, organized crime, intercampuses, medical that was involved to keep the torture method, everyone blaming other things other than themselves for the real cause of negative value nature progression. Everyone's roles with lies being typed into databases, way worse than just lies. All lies. So my town's police chief named Cintron. He's recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved with networks, police, retired and standing judges, retired and standing prosecutors, retired and standing, involved with human trafficking, predicate acts with child sex offenders' families, with women judges also. Their motivations are not sex. Their motivations are also tied to either their recorded uses to responses of such types of crimes where they have jobs told to respond like a computer when these things are connected. Those computers in themselves, criminally foreign influence delusions wrought vaccines. So East Hartford, this is also tied to East Hartford, how they have planes, where they build the planes. Now they're going to need more and more jobs where the locations next to it are. They keep those people criminally foreign influenced. They keep all those identities of the law, criminally foreign influence, victim, predator. So we need to be able to speak about what is value honestly as police, as doctors. We don't have to parse through what is not real, but it's still pretended forced real, pretended real. Respond to mandated law for them. Fix the fake mail, fake wire crime lies, on and off Weathersfield Police Department, fake recorded things, lying about what cameras perceive with vision and with words. Now, these are some sick people. Also, on and off New Britain Superior Court, the same ones involved with on and off Weathersfield Police Department with child offenders. Also, women doctors are involved with predicate acts with child sex offenders' families. Respond for them now. Any one of them, interbranch, who disbelieves. That's what's actually recorded. I'll reveal you them now.